Hello, everybody, and welcome into tonight's broadcast. I am Samuel Reese, excited to be coming to you live tonight as we count down the final days of 2021. It's a matchup between the Los Angeles Clippers and the Boston Celtics from TD Garden. Two teams who hope their fortunes change a bit with the new year on the way in a couple days' time. The Clippers come into this one with a 500 record at 17-17. The Celtics 2 games below 500 at 16-18. Look at the starting lineups. First for the Celtics, Pritchard, Langford, Brown, Horford, and Robert Williams are the starting 5. And for the visiting Clippers, it's Bledsoe, Kennard, Mann, Morris, and Zubac. As Marcus Morris, a good old friend, former Boston Celtic, comes to town, and that is the key matchup tonight. Al Horford against Marcus Morris. In the last meeting between these two teams on December 8th, Horford had 11.7 assists. Marcus Morris tallied 20 points with a couple of assists. Welcome into the broadcast, Karam. As we take a look at the health report, and it's not looking good for the Celtics. Jason Tatum, Marcus Smart, Dennis Schroeder, Aaron Nesmith, Ennis Freedom, Bruno Fernando, and CJ Miles all out. For the Clippers, it's not much better. Paul George, Kawhi Leonard, Reggie Jackson, Nicholas Batum, Isaiah Hartenstein, Brandon Boston, Jay Scrubb, Moses Wright, and Jason Preston are all out for this one as well. And it's really a similar storyline around the league with most teams where COVID-19 has been significantly affecting rosters. A lot of guys signed 10-day contracts just so these games can be played. Josh Tiven, Andy Nagy, and J.D. Rawls are your officials tonight, as the reverse layup's no good from Morris. And Zubac couldn't claim the rebound. It's now Jaylen Brown the other way. What's good, Harrison? Welcome in. Yes, Harrison, I am watching the game, and I'll be providing live play-by-play commentary tonight as Jaylen Brown knocks down the first basket of the night. Deep 2 puts the Celtics on the board first. Yeah, Karam, Joe Johnson was signed last week by the Celtics. I expect him to come in later in this game. He's not starting, but we can expect him off the bench as that corner 3 is good. The Clippers see their first points of the game. An 105.8 defensive rating for the Clippers this season, which ranks first in the league. Also, Kevin, welcome in. Gotta disagree with you there. Hopefully the Celtics can get the job done, but I know you're out in LA, Kevin, and you're a Clippers fan. There's a cross-court pass. Pritchard's 3 in and out. By the way, it was Terrence Mann with the 3-point basket for the Clippers moments ago in the last possession. Pulling up and connecting is Marcus Morris, the former Celtic, makes it 5-2 Los Angeles. Here's Robert Williams, the last game of 2021 for both of these teams. Horford out to Romeo Langford. Langford drives inside, and the right-handed layup is good. A nice touch off the glass. Yeah, let's go Celtics, absolutely, Harrison. Yeah, you're sorry. I know. I meant the LA area. Yeah, you're in Orange County. That's right. That basket's good. Clippers take an 8-4 lead. No, yeah, I got you, Kevin. Here's Jaylen Brown for the Celtics. Bounce pass to Robert Williams. Williams finds Pritchard. Pritchard to Horford. Wide open 3. He can't hit, and the rebound collected by the Clippers. It's brought the other way now by Luke Kennard. Kennard, the former Duke player. And what's going on, Rude Boy TV? Welcome in. I'm doing pretty good, man. Thanks for stopping by. I appreciate it. Marcus Morris defended by Horford. Behind the back move. Fadeaway baseline shot is good. And Marcus Morris getting the better of Al Horford early on in this one. 10-4. Clippers in front. Clippers shooting 4 of 6 from the field. The Celtics 2 of 4. This is Pritchard. The alley-oop! And Robert Williams throws it down. The one-handed flush. Beautiful connection there between Pritchard and Williams. And as I mentioned at the top, Jason Tatum, one of those players in health and safety protocols, tested positive for COVID-19 a few days ago. So he's unavailable for the Celtics as Zubac is fouled by Brown, and the first free throws of the game are on the way. It's 10-6 Clippers. Yeah, Harrison, I usually have a live scoreboard, but basketball's the one sport where that's almost impossible to do. I wouldn't be able to focus on the game that much if I kept the scoreboard up to date with every basket, but I do try to update it during timeouts, so yeah, but it's 10-6 as Ivica Zubac is at the line. He goes 1 for 2, and the Clippers have a 5-point lead. 8:40 to go in the opening quarter of play. Peyton Pritchard takes it up for the Celtics. Pritchard, the crossover move, and the mid-range pull-up is good. Peyton Pritchard getting into a groove early. Oh, really, Harrison? Okay, you're a Lakers fan. Okay. Well, now I don't like you as much. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding, man. Appreciate you tuning in, though, man. And yeah, Lakers in action later on as that shot hits iron a few times, and the rebound controlled by the Clippers. Zubac. And that was a lazy pass thrown away by the Clippers. This is Jaylen Brown in transition. The Euro step and the layup is good. 1-point ball game as Jaylen Brown puts on the moves. 7:30 left in the opening quarter of play. Yeah, Lakers beat the Rockets yesterday, yeah. Luke Kennard, wide open three. Hits front iron, and the rebound controlled by Langford. Brown in transition. Running the floor for Boston. Brown drives inside. No good, but Robert Williams is there for the cleanup job. And the Celtics take a 1-point lead. Timeout called by Tyronn Lue. 7:13 left in quarter one. And the Boston Celtics have a 1-point lead over the Clippers early on. I'll be back right after this quick break. And welcome back in, everybody, as we return from the Clippers timeout. Clippers started off shooting better than the Celtics, but a mini run from Boston resulted in Tyronn Lue calling a timeout. Tyronn Lue, the head coach of the LA Clippers. Meanwhile, for the Celtics, it's of course Ime Udoka in charge. And as I mentioned at the top of the broadcast, both of these teams, Celtics and Clippers, have been struggling so far this season. And for the Celtics, they're probably coming off of their worst loss of the season a couple nights ago when they fell to the Timberwolves. Very frustrating game. There's been many frustrating games for the Celtics this season. But we'll see what 2022 has in store for the Celtics, because it's been a rough start to the season so far, and it's not even a start to the season anymore. I mean, we're around midway through it as Al Horford got a piece of that shot. Great block by Horford. Now Brown over to Langford. His three, no good. And the Celtics in particular have had a very, very tough time closing out games. It's been a real issue for them. You subscribed, Harrison. I appreciate that, man. Thanks so much. As that three is good. Knocking it down for LA is Terrence Mann. Or rather, it will go down as a two-pointer. His foot on the line, 13-12 LA. Al Horford tries to respond, but his three is off the mark. Marcus Morris passes to Eric Bledsoe. Bledsoe back to Morris, defended by Langford. Drive to the rim, and Morris with the finish. Clippers lead by 3. I don't know about that, Harrison. Lakers they've been having some struggles of their own as Pritchard takes it into the lane and lays it in for 2. Peyton Pritchard makes it a 1-point game, the former Oregon Duck. Celtics have scored 10 of their 14 points inside the paint. Here's Zubac, back to Kennard. Pump fake, now he pulls up from the free throw line. That won't go, and Pritchard keeps it in bounds, and the Celtics have the rebound. And a foul called against LA. Eric Bledsoe whistled for the foul, and a couple of substitutions as Grant Williams and Josh Richardson enter the game. What's going on, Ezekiel? Welcome in. Glad to have you here, man. Any chance I can recap tonight's game sometime tonight? Yeah, I should be able to do that, Quinn. I should be able to do that. As Richardson walks the baseline and now drives inside, but Zubac got a piece of it. And now the other way, here comes Mann, a wide open lane. And those are the easiest 2 points he'll score tonight. Easy dunk, 17-14 Clippers. Here's Pritchard, bounce pass to Robert Williams. He finds Langford, who pulls up from 3. That's no good, and the outside shooting from the Celtics has not been up to par so far. In fact, Boston 0 for 5 from beyond the arc. Clippers 2 for 4. Yeah, Harrison. I live just outside of Boston, so I'm a big Boston sports fan all around. And how about that move by Marcus Morris? The turnaround fadeaway shot is good, and Morris has 8 points so far on 4 of 5 shooting. Clippers lead by 5. Here's Peyton Pritchard. Screen set by Williams. Pritchard has his pass stolen away. Marcus Morris once again making an impact at both ends of the floor. Under 4 minutes remain in quarter 1. Morris is defended by Langford. Spin move. Morris kicks out. This is Terrence Mann with the shot clock at 3. Gives it up last second. Corner 3. Rattles in. And the Clippers take an 8-point lead. Amir Coffey with his first points of the night. And with 3:38 left in the first quarter, Ime Udoka calls a timeout. Los Angeles on a run. They're up by 8. Welcome back in, everybody. Looking at the comments here. You're watching this in a 40-second delay. Oh, is that right, Kevin? Well, you can always, leave my stream. I wouldn't be offended since I don't want to spoil anything. Or you could always, pause my stream to sync it up with what you're seeing. People think that the NBA is scripted or something. Do I think it is? No, I don't think the NBA is scripted. I don't know how that would be the case, if I'm being honest with you, Harrison. Celtics with the ball out of the timeout. They trail by 8 with 3.5 left in the first quarter. Grant Williams finds Robert Williams. A kick out to Richardson, and his three misses badly. Barely hit the rim, and now it's Terrence Mann in transition. Finds Ibaka, pump fake. Ibaka with a flailing arm called for the offensive foul. (22-14), Clippers up by 8. Thanks everyone for your company tonight. Here's Peyton Pritchard at point guard into the front court. And Josh Richardson out to Grant Williams. Now it's Robert Williams who finds Richardson. Richardson picked up by Morris. 5 to shoot. Richardson closed down, and there's the steal by Mann. But he lost his handle, and it will go back to the Celtics. Mann thought he was fouled. That's what he's claiming. Or maybe he's claiming that it went off the Celtics. And actually, that ball hit the referee, who was standing out of bounds. So that's why, technically, if the referee's standing out of bounds and it hits them, that's the right call. Never want to be in that situation as a ref, but sometimes it does happen. As Jaylen Brown re-enters, replacing Romeo Langford. And despite the Celtics' struggles, it looks like a decent crowd on hand at TD Garden tonight. No surprise there. Jaylen Brown, top of the key, gets it back from Grant Williams. Brown going to drive right side and knocked loose by Morris. Out of bounds. It will stay with Boston, and still 16 on the shot clock. Into the game for the Clippers, by the way, is Johnson. 2:49 left in the opening quarter. And still no points out of the Celtics timeout. Richardson will pass it in. He finds Jaylen Brown. Brown along the baseline. Gets it back from Horford. Jaylen Brown into the paint. Floater won't go. And the rebound secured by Ibaka. Grant Williams defending Marcus Morris. Morris, top of the key, picked up by, I don't even know who that is. I'm going to be honest with you. Thomas, whoever this guy is for the Celtics. They must have just picked him up the other day off the street as Marcus Morris knocks down the mid-range shot. I have never heard of that guy. Number 97 in for the Celtics right now. I am a Celtics fan, but I've never seen that guy. Here he is. Thomas kicks it to the corner. Grant Williams hits the corner three. And the Celtics finally end the scoring drought. They trail 24-17. Here's Serge Ibaka. He's defended by Grant Williams. Knocked away. Ibaka recovers. Off balance. Contested shot. An air ball. The shot clock was winding down. Out it comes to the aforementioned Thomas. Grant Williams to Al Horford, and Horford's shot is good. Yeah, so apparently Broderick Thomas, this guy, he was with the Cavaliers, and he's actually been with the Celtics, all season, apparently, but he's never played, so that's why I don't even know who he is. But he's getting some minutes tonight. 47 seconds left in the quarter, and Morris with another contested shot that he banks. That makes it, I should say, a 26-19 Clippers lead. Brown wide open, can't make the three. And half a minute left in the quarter with LA up by 7. Boston struggling mightily from 3-point range. They're 1 for 8. As we've got an off the ball foul. What's going on? Isa was taken. Welcome into the stream. Yes, I am. I mean, I'm not from the city, but yeah, I'm from outside of Boston. Yeah, about 30 miles south of Boston. Yep. So I'm a big Boston sports fan all around. And that's a great steal. Beautiful read by Jaylen Brown, who throws it down. The one-handed slam makes it a 5-point Clippers lead. Shot clock is off. 10 seconds left in the quarter. Marcus Morris defended by Al Horford. Morris, contested three. No. Rebound collected by Thomas. 1 to shoot. Three-pointer is good. Count the basket. Broderick Thomas from downtown. And he'll make it a 2-point game as the first quarter comes to a close. I appreciate that a lot. Thank you for the sub. Thanks so much. How long was I up to? What are you asking, Harrison? I'm not sure exactly what you're asking. As I'll step aside for a quick break. After the break, it's back out to TD Garden. The second quarter is coming up next. Clippers up by 2. And welcome back in, everybody. We head to quarter 2 from TD Garden. It's the Clippers leading, and actually, during that commercial break, they reviewed that buzzer beater shot by Broderick Thomas for the Celtics, and he actually released it after the clock hit 0, so that basket does not count. So it's a 26-21 lead, but not for long as Jaylen Brown hits the triple, and now it's a 26-24 ball game. What's going on, Ben? Welcome in. Yeah, Millwall beat Coventry earlier. Now it's up to the C's to make it a great night. There you go, as Al Horford denies I think that was Zubac. It might have not been. No, that was Winslow. So he denied Winslow, and they're showing the replay of that Thomas buzzer beater shot, and yeah, that ball still in his hands as the horn sounded. So in the end, the right decision was made. Yeah, I know, Quinn. Yeah, nearing 400 indeed, Quinn. Yeah, we're very close to 400 subscribers, which I really appreciate from everybody who's been a part of this channel. Oh, how long was I up for to watch Leicester against Liverpool? What do you mean, how long was I up for? I still don't really understand what you're asking, Harrison. The game was yesterday afternoon. Yeah, the game was the Leicester Liverpool game was yesterday afternoon. Oh yeah, that's right. Crystal Palace does play Millwall in the FA Cup. Yeah, I forgot about that. As Serge Ibaka is at the line, shooting 2, and the first free throw is good. What's up, Bobby? Welcome in, man. How you doing? Great to see you, Bobby. As always, my man. Second free throw from Ibaka is good as well. So he goes 2 for 2. It's a 28-24 Clippers lead. Here is Broderick Thomas for the Celtics. Thomas into the front court. He's picked up by Winslow. Now a bounce pass to Jaylen Brown. Brown trying to draw the foul. Does not, but the shot's still good. Wow, that was interesting, but the shot goes down nonetheless for Jaylen Brown. 2-point ball game. Brown now has 11 points for the Celtics. 28-26 Clippers in front. This is Luke Kennard defended by Richardson. And now Kennard fires from deep. Too strong. Rebound by Boston. Richardson running the floor. Opening couple minutes of quarter 2 at TD Garden. Al Horford, a great pump fake. Horford drives it inside. And a gentle touch to tie the game at 28. And TD Garden is coming back alive. The Celtics now with 16 points in the paint compared to just 4 for Los Angeles. Mid-range shot, no good by Moon. And this is Jaylen Brown the other way. Spin move by Brown in the paint. He'll kick it out to Horford. Horford finds Brown. He launches from 3 and the foul called. 3 free throws on the way as the whistle goes against Moon. And the Celtics with a chance to take the lead. 9:41 left in quarter 2. Thanks, everyone, for your company tonight, as always. Jaylen Brown looking for his 12th point of the game, and he will not get it. He'll have to wait. At least another free throw. So the first one goes in and out. And he misses the second. Wow, this is very uncharacteristic here from Jaylen Brown. All right, Bobby. Yeah, I was gonna say, it looks like you're not calling the game tonight, but I completely understand, man. You got a nasty cough. Well, hope you get better soon, man. That sucks. Jaylen Brown does knock down the third, so he goes 1 for 3. Yeah, fortunately, I've been healthy as of late, but I know a lot of people have been getting sick lately. And there's a steal by Brown and a ferocious throwdown to make it a 3-point game. Jaylen Brown now with a couple of steals and points in transition. It's a 10-2 run for Boston in the last 2.5 minutes. But oh yeah, Bobby, trust me, it stinks. Yeah, being sick is not fun at all. But no, you get better, man. You rest up, and I'm sure you'll be back better than ever. no worries about missing a game now and then, because I know you love calling all Boston sports games. But sometimes other things get in the way, and sometimes just got to take a couple days off because of sickness. Trust me, that's happened to me before, where I just don't even have a voice. Happened a couple months ago as Al Horford gets inside the lane. Horford spinning inside, can't convert the layup. It is off of the Clippers. Celtics ball. Well, gotta love the work ethic tonight so far by Jaylen Brown. Been liking what I've seen from him. But it's funny because the Celtics have been, trust me, extremely frustrating to watch this season. No doubt about that. But their problem... Oh, what a basket! Jaylen Brown, all in one motion, collects the pass, converts the layup while drawing the foul. A three-point play opportunity. That was beautiful. Al Horford with the assist. And Jaylen Brown is just on fire right now. What I was saying was the problem hasn't been the first half for the Celtics this season. They've been imploding in the fourth quarter. That's been their issue. They've been wretched closing out games. So no matter how well they play here in the opening two quarters, I can't really get too optimistic. I have to wait and see how they do in the fourth, because that's when they implode game in, game out. It's felt like, as Brown did convert the free throw. Celtics lead by 6. Man misses the three-pointer. Or rather, that was Moon. And now, kick out by Thomas. Langford's corner three, no good. Yeah, Ben. Yep. What's good, Nate? Welcome into the stream, man. The Clippers haven't had a field goal in their last 5 minutes. And this is Ibaka trying to break the drought, and he does. Jump shot is good from the left elbow. I appreciate that. Meowing on IV over on Twitch. That's quite the username, but I appreciate the kind words. Here come the Clippers in transition. They trail by 4. Mid-range pull-up, and that's a brick. Wow. Way off was Eric Bledsoe right there. And here's Broderick Thomas at the other end for the Celtics. Brown, way downtown. No. Rebound secured by the Clippers. I sound just like the people on TV. Oh, that's awesome, man. I'm glad you think that. Yeah, no, I love calling games, and people have said I do a decent job at it. So I'm looking to pursue a career in sports broadcasting. I love doing it. So that means a lot, man. I appreciate that. As a timeout's called, Clippers down by 4, 34-30. Back with more in the second quarter after this. And welcome back in. 6:36 left in the first half. Celtics leading by 4. It's been a back and forth game thus far. Look at this interesting stat. Grant Williams of the Celtics is the NBA leader in corner 3-point field goal percentage at 55.1%. And in 3-point field goal percentage overall, he ranks second in the league. So Grant Williams, not a guy who's taking threes all that often, but when he does, he's actually quite efficient, which may be surprising to some. But, when I really do think about it, usually when Grant Williams is taking threes, it's a good shot when he's wide open. He knows where his limits are, but you can tell he practices a lot from beyond the arc, and usually those wide open threes are knocked down by an efficient Grant Williams. And here's a pass to Pritchard. He can't convert from the baseline, and now the Clippers will run it in transition. Into the lane comes Marcus Morris. Off-balance shot won't fall. Robert Williams with the rebound. This is Peyton Pritchard across half court. Robert Williams to Josh Richardson. Richardson steps in for the 2. Can't convert. And Zubac collects the rebound. At the other end, it's kicked out to Kennard. His 3 is good. And the Clippers make it a 1-point ball game. 5:40 left in quarter 2. Clippers now 4 for 10 from 3. The Celtics just 2 for 13. Pritchard passes to the corner. Langford in the lane to Grant Williams, and his pass turned over. Picked up and run in transition by a speedy Eric Bledsoe. And the foul called against Pritchard as Bledsoe goes to the line for 2. Or will this be on the floor? No, that's got to be a shooting foul. It will be. So a couple of free throws for Bledsoe. Now with the LA Clippers, averaging 10.2 points, 3.8 rebounds. And he ties it up at 34. Jaylen Brown right now on the bench for Boston. I'm sure he'll re-enter shortly. Second free throw rolls in. Clippers have the lead, 35-34. Pritchard brings it up the floor, finds Grant Williams. Now Richardson on the right wing. To the corner with Langford. Richardson will swing it. Pritchard a deep 3. Too strong. Grant Williams the offensive rebound. Another try for Pritchard. That 3 no good. Robert Williams the offensive board. His bank shot won't go, but once again the Celtics collect an offensive rebound. This is Pritchard driving along the baseline. Finds Grant Williams. Williams takes it inside, but a traveling violation is called on the big man. Well, that was quite the sequence. Now it's brought up the other way by Eric Bledsoe. Luke Kennard off the screen, launches from 3. That's well short. A poor shot from Kennard. And out of bounds, Celtics ball. 4:33 to play in the half. Pritchard will bring it up the floor. Passes to the left wing with Richardson. Here's Jaylen Brown. Brown into the paint. A little bit too cheeky of a pass to Robert Williams. And it's turned over to the Clippers. This is Morris. Morris working on Langford. Spin move. The fadeaway won't go. Off of Robert Williams last. It'll stay with Los Angeles. Well, Robert Williams was claiming it went off of Zubac. It's hard to tell on the first replay. What's good, Jeffrey? Welcome in. Jeffrey says, go Lakers. Oh, and Kennard with a wide open three, makes no mistake. Can't leave him that open over on the right wing. It's a 10-0 Clippers run. Celtics went from up 6 to trailing by 4. Robert Williams finds Brown top of the key. Jaylen Brown takes it inside. No good, but Robert Williams puts in the rebound. 2-point Clippers lead with 3:20 left in the half. Here is Zubac. Marcus Morris pulls up from mid-range and connects. 4-point lead reclaimed by the Clippers. 14 points now for Marcus Morris, the former Celtic, not disappointing in his return to the TD Garden. Here's Richardson from the elbow. That's no good. And the Clippers have the rebound. Morris finds Luke Kennard. Langford now defending Bledsoe. Bledsoe backs out as a screen is set by Zubac. Pass to the corner with Moon. Inside for Zubac. And what a block by Robert Williams. He came out of nowhere to deny Zubac. And a timeout on the floor. 2:29 to play in the half. It's the Clippers leading by 4. It's been back and forth so far at TD Garden. And we are back from the timeout. Clippers up by 4 points, late second quarter. We go back to December 30th of 2016, just about 5 years ago to the day. Isaiah Thomas scored 29 points in the fourth quarter alone on his way to a career-high 52-point performance in the Celtics win against Miami. I still remember that game. I was actually 12 years old at that time. That's crazy to think about. Isaiah Thomas with just an unforgettable performance that night. As we are back underway from TD Garden. Celtics with the ball. This is brought up the floor by Peyton Pritchard. He'll find Brown, who launches from 3, in and out. Rebound by Morris. Now at the other end, this is Bledsoe. He'll pull up from the free throw line, and it is good. Clippers up by 6. 2 minutes to play in the half. It's a 14-2 run for the Clippers in the last 5.5 minutes. Pump fake by Brown, driving the baseline, kicks it out to Horford. He'll swing it. Pritchard back for Horford. 3 is too strong, and Marcus Morris with yet another rebound, and he's going to go full length of the floor with the pass to Zubac. He'll find Kennard. Kennard to the corner, wide open 3. It's good. Terrence Mann with the triple, and LA lead by 9. 90 seconds left in the half. Here's Peyton Pritchard finding Robert Williams. Bounce pass to the corner. Horford, top of the key to Brown. Jaylen Brown driving inside, lost the handle. Last touch by Kennard. It'll stay with Boston, 6 to shoot. Pritchard to inbound for the Celtics. Brown back to Pritchard. Driving baseline. Couldn't finish, but there's Robert Williams again. There for the rebound. One-handed slam makes it a 7-point game. 9 second chance points for Boston. And most of those 9 have come from Robert Williams. And that's a nice floater converted in the lane by Amir Coffey. Under a minute left in the opening half of play. Peyton Pritchard bounce pass to Horford. Horford, underhand layup is good. Nice work by Horford. Clippers lead 47-40. 26 points in the paint now for Boston. Here's a good look from 3. Too strong from Moon, but an offensive rebound by Mann, I keep getting Mann and Moon mixed up as Kennard will launch from downtown. Left it short, Brown with the rebound. About a 2-second difference between shot clock and game clock as Brown will slow things down. Coming up next, it will be the halftime report, so stay tuned for that. But first, is there one last chance here for the Celtics? Pritchard can't hit the 3. 1 second left. Half-court shot off the glass, no good by Marcus Morris. And that is the end of the first half from Boston. Both teams went back and forth for most of the opening 24 minutes, but it's the LA Clippers with the 7-point lead over the Boston Celtics. 47-40 your score. Step aside for a moment. The halftime report coming your way in a moment. And welcome into the halftime report, everybody. What's good, Isaac? Welcome in. I appreciate that, man. Yeah, I'm glad. I'm glad you like the mic. Yeah, I've enjoyed that as well. So far, on my first couple of streams with it. Yeah, it was a nice Christmas present that I've been enjoying, and hopefully, I'm coming across more. My voice is more crisp and clear, and there's less of an echo. Now on the streams with this mic, and from what I've heard going back listening to my streams, I can tell the quality, the sound quality is a bit better. So yeah, we got both Quinn and Isaac in the house right now. Which is cool. Yeah, but I appreciate you stopping by, Isaac. And at the half, Celtics trail by 7. Jaylen Brown did have 17 points in the opening 2 quarters, including 11 in the second quarter. But in my opinion, not enough players have been stepping up around him. I mean, Jaylen Brown had a nice first half, yes, but the shooting hasn't been great for the Celtics. And, you know, I'll give them this. They've been good at getting points in the paint, but overall, they'll need to be more effective from beyond the arc because they're missing way too many threes, and that's been an issue so far. Neither team really shooting that well, but particularly the Celtics from downtown. So they'll need to improve upon that come the second half. Both teams doing a decent job defensively as well. A couple of nice steals from Jaylen Brown in that first half, which led to points in transition. So still a lot to decide in this one. I'll be back with more on the halftime report, so stick around. And welcome back into the halftime report, everybody. Glad to have your company on this holiday week, final days of 2021, 2022, just around the corner, of course. And news elsewhere in Boston sports, J.C. Jackson, along with teammates Jacoby Myers and Dante Hightower, all three of them were in practice today. And that'll be interesting to see as the Patriots get ready for their game against the Jaguars as to what the status of all three players will be, because all three of them were limited as Jackson deals with an elbow injury, Myers a thigh, and Hightower a knee. But we shall see. We shall see what the status is of those three players come Sunday afternoon. Meanwhile, here at TD Garden, how about Robert Williams? Always ready for the showtime, isn't he? Welcome in, Gisiro. Welcome in to the stream, man. I appreciate you tuning in. Markeith Morris lives in your neighborhood. Really, Isaac? Wow, that's awesome, man. That is pretty cool. Yeah, I'm pretty positive no NBA or professional player, for that matter, lives in my neighborhood. So I cannot say the same thing. That's pretty cool, man. That's pretty cool. I'll be back in a moment to look ahead to the second half. Yeah, that is a bit weird, Isaac. I was thinking that. Why would he live in Boca when he has to travel all the way to Miami every single day? I mean, I assume he could live much closer, but I guess he likes Boca Raton. So there you go. What time did I watch what, Harrison? Oh, you're going back to the comment earlier, the Leicester-Liverpool game? What time did I watch it? I watched that game live. I called that game live. It was 3 p.m. It was 3 p.m. my time yesterday. That was a fun game, entertaining game, I do have to say. All right, I gotta head upstairs just for a quick moment, but I'll be back in a moment. Stick around. All right, welcome back in, everybody, as we inch closer to the second half, about 4 minutes away from getting action back underway at TD Garden, the final game of 2021 for both of these, or no, rather, take that back. The Celtics do play on New Year's Eve, if I'm not mistaken. I'm not sure about the Clippers, but yeah, the Celtics do play on New Year's Eve. New Year's Eve afternoon. They actually play Phoenix, so that will be quite the test for Boston. So they'll have one more after this before we flip the calendar to 2022. But focusing on this game and the second half, I mentioned it earlier here during halftime. The Celtics shooting was, quite frankly, abysmal from three-point range. And here are the official stats. They were 2 for 18 from three-point range. And that's a big reason why they currently trail by 7. As they look to avoid a third straight loss, the Celtics coming off probably their worst loss of the season against the Minnesota Timberwolves. And for a team who's 2 games below 500, who have been struggling all season long, they're trying to at least end 2021 on somewhat of a good note. But right now, they trail it heading into the second half. Still a lot of basketball to be played. It's back out to TD Garden for quarter 3 right after this break. Stick around. All right, let's get this second half started, shall we? 47-40 is the score. Clippers on top, but still a lot to be decided in this one as Boston's struggles from three-point range hurt them in the first half. We'll see if they can erase those struggles here in the second half as both teams back on the floor, ready to go from TD Garden. Great night to catch a Celtics game in Boston as both teams really continue to deal with COVID-19 affecting their respective rosters. It feels like every team around the league has been dealing with similar issues. So a lot of 10-day contracts we've seen. In fact, we're only halfway through the season, yet in the entire history of the NBA, already the most players in a season to be used is this season. I think over 540 players have been used already in the league, which is quite remarkable. Here we go, second half underway. A spin move inside, and Al Horford draws the foul on Marcus Morris. 2 free throws for Big Al. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm just seeing your comment now, Isaac. I swear that didn't pop up until just now. Yeah, it might be a temporary house. Makes sense. Right, he just signed with the Heat. Yeah. You're probably right. As Al Horford knocks down the first free throw. All right, no problem, Ben. Wow, you have to be at work at 6 a.m. in London. My goodness, you got to get some sleep, Ben. What is it, nearly 2 a.m. already across the pond in London? Yeah, you get some sleep, man, but I appreciate the support. And I hope you have a good day tomorrow, Ben. Much appreciated, as always. Al Horford goes 1 for 2 at the line. And putting on the moves here is Eric Bledsoe. Out it goes to Morris, back to Bledsoe. Pulls up from 3 and connects. Eric Bledsoe from beyond the arc, and it's a 9-point Clippers lead. Here's Jaylen Brown to Peyton Pritchard. Brown to Horford, spin around shot, no good, but Robert Williams does what he does best once again, and that's putting back a rebound for 2. He has 10 points, 8 rebounds so far tonight. Here's Morris for LA. Pulls up, deep 2. No, in and out. Jaylen Brown with the rebound. Brown thought about the shot. Instead gives it to Horford. Horford blows by Zubac. Great feed down low. And a two-hand throwdown by Robert Williams. That's more like it from the Celtics. Great ball movement. And Kennard responds with a 3. Well, the Clippers continue to have a response, don't they? 53-45. LA up by 8. Al Horford to the corner with Langford. Langford to the paint. Finds Pritchard. Pritchard back outside to Langford. Langford drives. Once again kicks out. Pritchard to Horford. Horford into the paint. His pass picked off. A great read by Eric Bledsoe. And now Kennard down low to Zubac. And he couldn't save it. Stepped out of bounds. The Clippers too quick for themselves and turn it over. .9:53 left in the third quarter. Robert Williams, 12 points on 6 of 7 shooting. And I can guarantee all 12 of those points came from inside the paint. Outside of free throws, of course. Speaking of free throws, Robert Williams, he'll have 2 of them as he's fouled in the post. Luke Kennard committing the foul. Oh no, they call it on the floor. Wow, I thought for certain that was a shooting foul. Apparently not. Pritchard pulls up from the right elbow. Can't hit. Clippers with the rebound. Kennard moves off a screen. Kennard, nifty move. Can't finish on the layup. Horford tripped up, but no foul called. Celtics will keep it. This is Jaylen Brown working on Terrence Mann. Brown making a move, keeps the pivot. Now back outside the perimeter with Richardson. Horford to Brown, catch and shoot three. No good as the shot clock was winding down. Now the other way, here's Morris. Pump fake on the three, takes it inside. The basket is good, but it will not count. A foul was called before that, and it's ruled to be on the floor. The Clippers are furious about that decision. Let's see the replay here. Oh, that's harsh. Continuation could have and maybe should have been granted there to Marcus Morris, but the basket doesn't count. Foul against Richardson is on the floor. Clippers inbound from the far sideline. Here is Zubats. He finds his teammate Marcus Morris. Morris working on Robert Williams. The bank shot is good. Marcus Morris continues to deliver, and the Clippers have a double-digit lead, 55-45 the score. Morris with 16 points. Pritchard in the corner. Swing it around. Richardson, Horford to Brown. Three no good. The outside shooting struggles continue for Boston here in the second half. Now the Clippers running the floor. Out it goes to a wide open Bledsoe. He didn't take the three. Instead, it's Kennard, and his triple goes in and out. Unfortunate bounce there for Kennard. 4 minutes played here in the second half. LA leading 55-45. Richardson picks up the dribble, now finds Pritchard. Back to Richardson. Foul called on the floor against Terrence Mann. Shot clock will reset to 14. Look at the scoring leaders in this one. Marcus Morris has 16. Jaylen Brown with 17. Rebound leaders, Zubac and Robert Williams with 8. Eric Bledsoe and Al Horford with 3 assists as well. A timeout on the floor. 7:46 left in the third. It's the Clippers leading by 10. Welcome back in, everybody. Kawhi Leonard and Paul George, two key figures of this Clippers team, both dealing with injuries. Leonard hasn't played the season, likely out 9 to 12 months, and Paul George with a less significant injury, of course, but still a notable one, as he suffered a torn ligament in his elbow early this month. He'll be reevaluated in 3 to 4 weeks. So we talk about the Celtics being undermanned with COVID issues, but the Clippers dealing with even more issues on the injury side of things. Never mind COVID, as we're back underway. And of course, Paul George and Kawhi Leonard are the two top players for this Clippers team. So a more understandable record for the Clippers. Both these teams have been struggling this year, but for LA, it's definitely understandable with their two star players out. Offensive rebound here. Marcus Morris has it knocked away by Richardson, but it's kept alive. Pump fake, and now the launch, but unable to connect on the three was Bledsoe. Here's Horford, wide open look. Three won't go. Offensive rebound, and there he is. Robert Williams once again with the cleanup work. 55-47, Clippers by 8. 6:45 to play in quarter three. Bledsoe over to Morris. Now Kennard. Kennard's defended by Richardson. Morris guarded by Robert Williams. Fadeaway baseline shot is no good. And here's Al Horford the other way. Finds Brown. Brown charging inside. The bank shot is good, plus the foul. Kennard called for the foul. You love to see that aggression from Jaylen Brown. His free throw coming up. 6:23 left in the quarter. Brown with 19 points, 8 of 20 shooting, 5 rebounds. Free throws good, and the Celtics are down by 5. Full court press here from Boston. Here's Terrence Mann. Mann to Zubats. Kennard into the paint. Pulls up, knocks it down. Clippers up by 7. Midway point of quarter three at TD Garden. Kennard has 14 points now. Great cross-court pass by Robert Williams. He'll get it back from Pritchard. Williams, bounce pass inside. Reverse layup. It's good. Jaylen Brown with a nifty move off a clever assist by Williams. Back to a 5-point game. A loose ball here, and it's Richardson with the steal. Richardson spinning into the front court. Top of the key. He's working on Kennard. Richardson doing it all himself. Shot no good, but Robert Williams is there. Pump fake by Brown. Kick out to Grant Williams. Return from Richardson, and the three is good. Grant Williams from downtown. Just when you needed it. And it's a 2-point ball game. A 10-2 run for Boston in the last minute 50. Here's Zubac. Marcus Morris gets by Robert Williams. Can't hit the layup, but a foul is called. .453 left in the third. Mike, what is good? We got Mike in the house. Hope you're doing good, my man. Glad to see you here as Terrence Mann will inbound for the Clippers. He finds Zubats. Picks up the dribble, and it's a risky pass. Stolen again by Richardson. Richardson slows it down. Wide open from the baseline, and the two is good. And this game is all tied up. The Celtics come storming back. A 12-2 run for the C's with 4:39 left in the third quarter. 57 all. Back for more in a moment. And welcome back into the broadcast, everybody. 57-57. It's all tied up at TD Garden here between the LA Clippers and the Boston Celtics. Thanks, everyone, for being a part of the stream tonight. Much appreciated, as always. And it's actually been quite an entertaining game. I think this is my third Celtics game of the season here on YouTube. Big reason is because I have been very busy over the last few months ever since school started, and another reason is because they have been frustrating to watch. But we are getting a pretty good game tonight, competitively speaking. It has been frustrating as a Celtics fan watching this team this season, but you know, it is what it is. I've basically accepted their mediocrity, but I'm still a fan, obviously. That's never going to change ever for my entire life, so still going to root for them no matter what, and we'll see if they can pull this one out tonight. Shot clock winding down for the Clippers, driving the baseline, but getting rejected was Moon. He was denied from behind by Josh Richardson, and only 0.7 remains on the shot clock. Clippers will have to put one up right away off the inbounds pass here with 4:16 remaining in the third quarter. It will be man inbounding for Los Angeles. Man inbounds, and what a rejection. Robert Williams denies Winslow's three-point attempt, and that'll be a shot clock violation. That was read all the way by Williams. And the Celtics now, in possession, have a chance to take the lead. Pritchard passes to the corner. Brown along the baseline, gets it back from Grant Williams. Brown guarded tightly by Kennard. He will drive inside. Jaylen Brown can't finish. And the Clippers have the rebound. They'll run it. Justice Winslow to the corner. Man gives it up. Wide open three is good. A swoosh by Amir Coffey. And LA back in front, 60-57. 3:40 left now in quarter three. Richardson on the right wing perimeter. Inside the paint to Grant Williams. Can't finish. Gets his own rebound. Second try, no good. How about a third? No, but there's Robert Williams, who can't score either. 4 opportunities between the two Williams. No points. And now at the other end, here's Terrence Mann. Mann into the paint, and it's stolen by Robert Williams. Here's Jaylen Brown. Brown into the lane. Underhand scoop won't go. And that'll be a foul against Boston. .258 left in the third. And we've got a timeout on the floor. I'll step aside quickly as the Clippers lead by 3. It's a good one at TD Garden. Hello, everybody, and welcome back in. Sorry about that, as I just had to do something quickly. But I am back. It's 60-57 Clippers in front. Meant to update that scoreboard for you, as this is a pass inside, and Thomas with a finish. So yeah, we missed a three-point basket by the Clippers while I was gone, but nothing more than that. 60-59, Clippers by 1. Look at the points in the paint, 38-12. Boston dominating in that aspect, yet they trail by a point in this game. Here's a pump fake by Mann, looking for options. Bounce pass up top, and now the drive inside. The underhand layup won't go for Moon. 2 minutes left in the third quarter. Al Horford driving inside, can't finish the layup. Spinning through traffic was Winslow. And now Kennard, great find down low, and a one-handed slam by the wide-open Terrence Mann. Clippers leading by 3, minute 40 remaining in the quarter. Thomas moves off the screen, takes it in the lane, kicks to the corner. Grant Williams can't hit the triple. It would have tied the game. Instead, it's Clippers by 3, trying to extend that lead. Mann all the way inside, and what a move as he converts the layup. 64-59. Here's Thomas to Horford. Horford thought about the 3, instead gives it back to Thomas. His triple no good. Brown the offensive rebound. Jaylen Brown hesitates and is called for the offensive foul. And Terrence Mann fired up after that call. He took the charge. A minute and 2 seconds left in the third, and now Mann will take a seat. Look at the three-point field goals. Clippers 9 of 23, which is all right, but the Celtics 3 for 24. That is abysmal. And there's Kennard from way downtown, and his triple rattles in. Clippers, just like that, have an 8-point lead on a 10-2 run in the last 3 minutes. Here's Jaylen Brown, who finds Richardson. Richardson backs it up. Now Thomas in the left corner. Horford on the baseline. Nice feed down low, and the layup is good. Richardson converts. Under half a minute left in the third. This is brought up the floor by Moon, who hands it off to Kennard. Screen set. Horford picks up Kennard. He passes it inside, and the layup is good. That basket converted by Johnson. 69-61. Shot clock is off. 5 seconds left in the quarter. Richardson all the way in. And what a layup, high off the glass and in. Now 3 seconds to go in the quarter. Winslow, coast to coast. Can't convert on the layup. And that will do it for quarter 3. A low-scoring contest. We'll see what the fourth quarter has to offer. The final 12 minutes coming your way next. 69-63. It's the Clippers leading by 6 through 36 minutes of play. Welcome back in. We go to the final quarter of play. Clippers up by 6, but who knows what these final 12 minutes will have in store, because it has been a game of runs so far at TD Garden, as the Clippers will have the ball to get the final quarter of play underway. And through 3 quarters, LA shooting 43%, Boston 39%. Clippers 10 of 24 from 3. The Celtics just 3 for 24. Points in the paint 42-18 in favor of Boston, as Thomas missed what looked like a bunny in transition. I'm not sure if that was partially blocked. It'll stay Boston ball. I don't know what happened there with Broderick Thomas. Maybe he was going for the dunk, then last second changed his mind, and that threw everything off. Not entirely sure. Here's Al Horford. Horford drives inside, and the foul is called. Shot no good, but he will have 2 free throws on the way. Just 25 seconds into the fourth quarter here, as Horford has had 7 points, 6 assists, and 3 blocks. Hey, what's good, Rohan? Welcome in, my man. How you doing? Great to have you here, man. First free throw is good from Horford, and he'll knock down the second one as well. (69-65), Clippers up by 4. And with the ball, here's a 3-point attempt. Morris too strong. Rebound by Horford. Horford runs the floor for Boston. Richardson kicks it out. 3-point attempt. No good from Thomas. The 3-point struggles continue for the Celtics. And now the Clippers turn it over. The pass too far ahead for Marcus Morris. Here's Al Horford. Horford to the corner. Wide open look. Thomas with an air ball. My goodness. And now Langford saves it on all 4s. What an effort from Romeo Langford. 6 to shoot. Richardson finds Horford. Now a 3-point attempt from Hauser, and it's good. Sam Hauser, who just came into the game for the first time tonight, knocks down the 3. It's a 1-point game. That was just the 4th 3 of the game. And now Al Horford called for a foul at the other end. Yeah, no worries. I understand, Rohan. Yeah, no. You basically are in the complete opposite corner of the world, where the time difference, does make it a bit challenging to tune in and cross paths. But I understand, man. As the first free throw is good from Johnson. Moon comes out for the Clippers. And Johnson goes 2 for 2. It's 71-68, Clippers by 3. 10:25 to play in regulation. Here is Thomas to Richardson. Celtics swing it around. Hauser into Horford. 5 on the shot clock. Horford down low. Thomas fouled on his way up, and he goes to the line. Two free throws coming. Broderick Thomas, in his second season, he played his college ball at Truman State. First free throw is good. Second on the way. Truman State is in Kirksville, Missouri. As Thomas hit both free throws, a 1-point game. That shot won't go for Johnson. A rebound collected by Bledsoe. And that's great D by Horford. He forced the missed shot. Here's Horford. Over to Richardson along the baseline. Richardson cross-court feed. Hauser another three. No. Rebound by Langford, and the putback is good. Celtics have taken the lead, 72-71. Yeah, I'll get to that in a moment, Rohan, as in the corner it's Amir Coffey. Coffey driving the baseline, and a foul called on the floor. What's going on? Final Hyena. Oh, we've reached 400 subs. All right. That's breaking news to me. I really appreciate you tuning in and notifying me of that great news. Well, that's a testament to all of you guys who tune in. I really appreciate that. We've reached the 400 subs mark. Yeah, that's remarkable, guys. I really do appreciate the support. More than you guys can imagine. I appreciate that, Rohan. But yeah, predictions for the Premier League top four. Could Arsenal sneak in? Yes. I still think Man United will get that fourth spot. I think it'll be Man City, Liverpool, Chelsea, and Man U in that order. I know Man U have been struggling a lot lately, but I still get the sense that they'll sneak in. Although, I don't know. Maybe they'll miss out and Arsenal do get that fourth spot. Yeah, it was interesting to see Barcelona getting Ferran Torres. We'll see how that move goes as Eric Bledsoe knocks down the deep two. Clippers back in front, 73-72. Al Horford, wide open look, too strong on the three-point attempt. And the rebound secured by Morris. 8:30 left in the fourth quarter. Celtics now 4 for 29 from three, yet they're still very much in this game. Mid-range jumper off the mark is Bledsoe. Offensive rebound. On the right wing with it is Amir Coffey. Coffey finds Bledsoe, and he throws it away. Hauser with the steal. Running the floor is Richardson. He tees up Langford, who had it knocked away. It'll stay Celtics ball. Still 19 on the shot clock as Langford takes a seat for Boston. It'll be inbounded from the baseline by Richardson. Horford to Brown. Brown inside. He'll finish. Gets the friendly roll. And the Celtics lead by 1. Yes, Rohan, this is basketball. Yep, this is the NBA as Jaylen Brown has 24 points now along with 6 rebounds. And at the other end, Mann misses from close range. Rebounded by Horford. Horford to Brown. Pump fake. Brown to the corner. Wide open look. But the three is off the mark by Richardson, I should say. And now in transition, the basket is good by Eric Bledsoe. Clippers lead by 1. Back and forth these two teams go. And at the other end, it's a foul. Jaylen Brown heading to the free throw line. The call going against Zubac. And a timeout called. 7:29 left in the fourth quarter. You won't want to miss the rest of this one. It's the Clippers up by a point. Welcome back, everybody. 75-74, Clippers by a point. And this definitely has the makings of a game that will come down to the very end. We shall see. Still decent amount of time remaining, about 7.5 to play at TD Garden. Appreciate your company as always. Out of the timeout, it will be a jump ball, actually, at half court. This is interesting. Wonder why this is. Nonetheless, Al Horford wins the jump ball, and we're back underway. Celtics in possession. Here's Jaylen Brown. Brown out to Horford. Wide open three. No good. Another bad miss for the Celtics from beyond the arc. And now the other way with it is Eric Bledsoe. 7 minutes remain. Bledsoe bounce pass to Morris, who's guarded by Brown. Morris to the baseline. 2 on the shot clock. And that's a steal by Hauser. Morris had nowhere to go, and now it's Brown in transition, but the pass out to Pritchard's off the mark, and the Celtics turn it over. In your dreams, Rohan. Look at the updated scoring leaders. Kennard is 17 and 24 points, meanwhile, for Jaylen Brown. Meanwhile, Zubac with 11 rebounds, Williams with 10, Kennard 3 assists, Horford with 8, and there's an and 1 for Eric Bledsoe. The layup good, plus the foul, and he'll go to the line. Chance at a traditional three-point play. Bledsoe 13 points, 3 rebounds, and 3 assists. Chance to make it a 4-point lead for the Clippers. And he does just that. 78-74 is the score. 6:33 to go. Here's Peyton Pritchard for the Celtics. He'll find Robert Williams, who swings it to Hauser. Pritchard on the left wing. Back to Hauser. Now Jaylen Brown. Brown working on Zubac. Kicks it out last second. Pritchard to the corner. Brown gives it up. Hauser a 3. No good, off the iron, as the shot clock was down to 1. Now at the other end, it's man. Tough shot, left it short. Rebound by Robert Williams. Brown back to Williams. Loose ball. Williams dives for it, taps it over to Brown. And now play is halted as Robert Williams is down injured for Boston. Well, he put his body on the line there, diving for that ball. And I think he might have slammed his face on the hardwood there. Let's see the replay. Oh, yeah. His face went right off the court. Slammed his face. And that is never going to feel pleasant whatsoever, as he gets a big round of applause from the fans at TD Garden. He's back to his feet. The athletic trainers will further evaluate him. $5:49 remaining. Clippers up by 4. What's good, Vaughn? We got Vaughn in the house. Hope you're doing good, my man. Robert Williams trying to shake off. Looked like a scary injury, really. He's going to head to the locker room. We'll keep you posted on that. Should the Premier League have cheerleaders? No, I don't think so, Vaughn. I do not think so. Soccer is not traditionally a sport with cheerleaders, so I would say no. I never know what kind of questions to expect from you, Vaughn. That's not a criticism. I feel like I'm never prepared for what questions you have. Rohan says, yeah. Well, there you go. Got one supporter. 5 on the shot clock. And that pass from Brown results in a kickball by Kennard. So shot clock will reset to 14. 5:38 left in regulation. Oh, look at this. From way downtown. Pritchard's 3, no good. And Kennard has the rebound. This is Eric Bledsoe. Bledsoe on the right wing. Wide open look, and it's an air ball. A bad miss by Bledsoe. And here comes Pritchard. Jaylen Brown. And a kickball against Bledsoe. Let's see the replay here. Did that hit the foot of Bledsoe? No, that definitely didn't. I don't know how that was a kickball. At least I thought that was the signal from the referee. Maybe just a common foul, not sure. Either way, still Celtics ball. Pritchard to the corner. Brown a 3. No good. Offensive rebound by Horford. What's good, Pablo? Welcome in. Horford, 3-point attempt. Air ball. Scooped up underneath by Grant Williams. Another 3. And another miss, this time by Richardson. Offensive rebound once again. Brown has it for the Celtics. He'll drive it inside. Brown finishes with the layup. If it's not working from outside, why not? Drive it to the cup. 24 second chance points for Boston. And the Celtics trail by 2, 78-76. Foul drawn here by Morris, and he'll have a couple of free throws. My thoughts about Ralph Rangnick? Yeah, I don't know. I don't have many thoughts on him. Yeah, it's as you say, it's not been that good of a start for Rangnick since taking over. I haven't been impressed by him. If I'm being honest with you, I have not been impressed by him. We'll see if he can turn things around sooner rather than later, as the first free throw by Morris rattles in. Second attempt on the way. And Morris makes it 2 for 2. 80-76. Clippers by 4. 4:30 left in this one. Oh, and I apologize that I did not update the scoreboard. We'll just take it away for now. Sorry about that. Here's Richardson. Richardson to the left wing. Pritchard back to Richardson. Pritchard again. Bounce pass to Horford. 5 to shoot. Al Horford looking for options. He's going to have to shoot, and does. Left it short, and it could not be saved by Grant Williams or Pritchard. Clippers basketball. This is brought up the floor by Eric Bledsoe. Now Marcus Morris, guarded by Grant Williams. Morris, spin around move. The fadeaway is good. And Marcus Morris has the last 4 points for LA, 82-76. He's got 20 points total now. This is Brown. Grant Williams to Al Horford. This is Pritchard. Richardson on the left wing. Takes into the paint. Finds Brown in the corner. His three's no good. Offensive rebound by Horford. Brown driving inside. Layup is good. And a big bucket there from Jaylen Brown. 82-78. Clippers by 4. 26 second chance points tonight for the Celtics. That's a season high. on a night where they probably have shot their worst percentage from 3 on the season. They've needed those second chance points. Now it's Bledsoe, guarded by Pritchard. Bledsoe leaning into the shot, left it short. Rebound by Jaylen Brown, and a tactical foul there by Marcus Morris. Timeout called, 82-78. It's the Clippers leading by 4 with 2:45 to play. Back with the final few minutes of this one after the break. Welcome back, everybody. 82-78. The LA Clippers leading the Boston Celtics late in this one. And the Celtics trailing by 4, trying to just keep pace here with the Clippers, which they've been doing the last few minutes, but it's going to take some type of run for the Celtics to pull this one out, you have to think. We'll see how a final few minutes of this one plays out. Jaylen Brown with some clutch buckets in the last few Boston possessions. And here, out of the timeout, it will be Clippers ball. Jaylen Brown, 28 points on 12 of 29 shooting. Sorry, I meant to say it'll be Celtics ball. I beg your pardon. As it's inbounded to Peyton Pritchard. 2:40 to go. Corner pass. Jaylen Brown, a 3. No good. My goodness. The way this entire Celtics team has been struggling from 3 has been quite something. They're 4 for 38 from beyond the arc. That's just unheard of. And there's an off-the-ball foul. It'll be called against Peyton Pritchard. .224 remaining. That was a bit of an awkward collision there between 3 players. What's good, Adam? We got Adam here on the stream as the Clippers are in the bonus, so it'll be 2 free throws for Marcus Morris, trying to add on to his 20 points, and he does just that. First free throw is good. I don't know about that. That's what you would. That's what you had said pregame. All right. Yeah. Well, it's not looking likely, Adam. We'll see. There's an offensive rebound as the second free throw is missed by Morris, but the Clippers retain possession. Here's Kennard over to the right wing with Bledsoe. Now Morris contested three, no good. Another offensive board, this time by Zubac. Open look, Bledsoe's three is good. And the Clippers have taken an 8-point lead with 2 minutes left in this game. Here's Peyton Pritchard for Boston. Pritchard finds Jaylen Brown, deep three, in and out. Offensive rebound, it's back with Brown. Huge possession here. Brown takes it inside, and the left-handed layup is good. 86-80, Boston need a stop. Down by 6. I appreciate that, Adam. Yes, we have reached the 400 subs mark. I really appreciate that, man, and thanks to everyone who has subscribed to the channel. It definitely means a lot. Baseline pull-up, no good. Good defense as Horford shut down Bledsoe. In transition, it's Jaylen Brown. Over to Pritchard. Screen set by Robert Williams. Pritchard gets it back from Horford. Takes it inside. The alley-oop and the finish by Robert Williams. 86-82. The Clippers lead is down to 4 as the Clippers call a timeout with 68 seconds to go. Wow. Yeah, I know it, man. I know it. It's not looking good for Chelsea, Adam. Yeah, tough result today, and yeah, those injuries are not looking good, man. As Robert Williams is a bit shaken up after the play. Of course, he got injured earlier this quarter, back out there, back getting buckets, but once again, he's shaken up. But it looks like he's going to try to continue as Boston have made it a 4-point game with 1:08 to go. A reminder that the last game of 2021 will be Friday afternoon, a matinee for the Celtics on New Year's Eve as they'll take on the Phoenix Suns at 1 o'clock. I won't be able to do that game, but I will be doing the Michigan-Georgia college football playoff semifinal that night. I'll be gone during the afternoon, though. Yeah, we'll see, Adam. We'll see, man. Marcus Morris has 21 points. Jaylen Brown with 30. Comes to the rebound leaders. Zubac has 14. Robert Williams with 13. And then the assist leaders, Kennard has 4. Al Horford with 8. All right, after the timeout, the Clippers do inbound from the front court. Terrence Mann to do so. He gets it to Marcus Morris. Morris guarded by Horford. Morris backs it out. 55 seconds to go. 10 on the shot clock. Morris along the sideline was fouled. A push-off foul called against Al Horford. And so, it'll be 2 free throws for Morris as the Clippers are in the bonus. Yeah, that's a tough call right there. It really is. Yeah, absolutely, Adam. Absolutely. Yeah, a lot of postponed games, which is unfortunate. And yeah, as you say, there will be a lot of makeup games squeezed in the next few months. As it looks like Ime Udoka is going to challenge the call of a foul here. So this is interesting. The Celtics challenging the call. We'll see if this challenge ultimately pays off for Boston. We shall see. 50.4 seconds to go. And the call will be upheld. So that wasn't a long challenge whatsoever. I guess the left hand pushing off, that was enough. What's going on, Hellabands? Thank you for so much for tuning in. Unfortunately, I cannot show the game because of copyright reasons. So I am not legally allowed to actually show the game. I would if I was allowed to, but I am not. So I apologize for that. But I still appreciate you tuning in, and you will hear play-by-play commentary of the action here on the channel. So I appreciate you stopping by as Morris knocks down both of his free throws, and this is a 6-point game once again. Thanks, Keenan, for tuning in. Much appreciated, as Ime Udoka calls a timeout, and the Clippers lead it 88-82 with 50 seconds to go. Still a good chunk of time remaining, but the Celtics need some big shots and quick possessions. Yeah, Adam, I agree. Up next for the Celtics is Phoenix. 26-7 record, second best team in the league. They're 11-3 on the road this season, Phoenix. 111.7 points per game, which ranks third in the league. And Devin Booker has had a great career against the Celtics. He's averaged 28.1 points against them, 5.3 assists, 5.1 rebounds. So it won't be an easy matchup by any means for the Celtics on New Year's Eve afternoon against Phoenix in a couple days' time. What team do I cheer for? I'm a diehard Celtics fan, Keenan. Yeah, my Celtics, all my Celtics gear is in the wash right now. But yeah, I live just outside of Boston. So yeah, I'm a huge Celtics fan, all around big Boston sports fan. Here's Jaylen Brown, step back three, no good. And the rebound comes out to Richardson. He'll launch from three, no good again. Put back off the mark by Brown. And Marcus Morris has the rebound. That just about sums up the night for the Celtics as they're forced to foul. Al Horford does just that, and it'll be Mann heading to the free throw line. What's going on, something or another, or other, I should say. Thanks for stopping by. We got a good crowd here, here on YouTube. You're a Celtics fan as well. That's awesome. Yep. Yeah, unfortunately, it's been a frustrating season. It looks like it's going to be another frustrating loss unless the Celtics can pull off a miracle. Grant Williams has shot 2 of 3 from beyond the arc. The rest of the team has gone 2 for 38. It's been a historically wretched 3-point shooting night for Boston. As Mann goes 1 for 2, it's 89-82. And that shot no good from 3. An outlet pass, and Mann's all alone as he'll throw it down with the one-handed slam. 91-82. Welcome in, D. And, yeah, I don't know, man. It's been a frustrating year so far. That shot no good. Clippers with the rebound. And dribbling it out is Amir Coffey, and that will do it. It is all over at TD Garden. The final score in this one: Los Angeles 91, Boston 82. Another frustrating loss for the Celtics, as that will do it. Once again, the Celtics just unable to deliver in the clutch. Late game troubles once more. Do I like any other sports? Absolutely, Keenan. Yeah, I love pretty much every sport. Yeah, basketball, of course, as well as hockey, baseball, football, soccer, tennis, you name it. Just about everything, to be honest with you. Who is my favorite Celtics player? Probably Jaylen Brown, although I don't really like this team. I'm a big Celtics fan, but this team as a whole has frustrated me, including Jaylen Brown at times this season. Will I stream all of the Celtics games? No. I'm too busy in my everyday life to do all Celtics games. I wish I could, but Nah, I'm just too busy. I try to do a game now and then, but I can't do all of them by any means. I appreciate that. Fordanito, you're a Clipper fan, but I'm glad you enjoyed. I'm glad you enjoyed the broadcast. Definitely appreciate the kind words. All right, hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your night. The Clippers defeat the Celtics 91-82, the final. What game will I stream next? Probably the college football playoff semifinal between Michigan and Georgia, New Year's Eve night. So Friday night, I believe that's a 7:30 Eastern time start. So I'll see you guys then. Clippers beat the Celtics. Till next time, so long, everybody.